Hello and welcome to Market Wrap with Raja. Today is the 12th of November 2020 and the way the markets are right now structured, it is clearly evident that the bulls are in command. This is Raja Venkatraman, co-founder of NeoTrader and also your trading influencer. I've been in the markets for more than 15 years, happily married with a loving wife and an energetic son who keeps me on the run just like the markets. So friends, we have seen the Nifty going all the way up and ahead of Diwali, the lamp is well lit and the oil seems to be good enough and the light is burning bright. But then we need to see whether the oil will sustain and whether this Diwali are the bulls going to greet us with happy Diwali or the bears are going to say दिवाली का समय हो गया है, अब आपका दिवाला शुरू होने के पहले निकल जाइए. So let's see who is in command and let's see what's going to happen. And as we are taking a look at the scenario right now, we are definitely looking at a very strong bullish scenario, but then the bears are trying to make their presence felt. And this is clearly evident as we see after a long time, after say last 3-4 sessions, we are seeing that there is some considerable call writing happening at higher levels, and around 12,700 you are seeing considerable call writing. And even as we take a look at Bank Nifty, I find that there is some considerable writing in and around 28,300 to 28,500. So around that area there is some call writing happening and the downside is open right now. And we need to see how are we going to structure ourselves, because as we go up there is definitely some hesitation और इतने हाइट पे वर्टिगो डेवलप हो रहा है अभी सबको और लोग पार्टिसिपेट नहीं कर पा रहे हैं और हर स्टेज पे देयर इज अ डाउट विच इज क्रीपिंग इन एंड दैट इज कॉजिंग प्रॉब्लम फॉर एवरीवन. नाउ दिस डाउट मे बी capitalized by the bears, but then we need not get into the bearish mode right now, but then we need to consider booking profits and also plan how are we going to look at the forthcoming week, because the forthcoming week is going to be a short week and we need to plan our activity because the markets are not going to be as bullish as we are expecting now, because there is bound to witness some profit booking. और इस profit booking में आपको देखना है कि जो अच्छे स्टॉक्स है उसमें जो पुल बैक्स आ रहे हैं उस पुल बैक्स में आप काम कर सके, और इसी मामले की वजह से ऐसे वीडियोस आपको देखना ज़रूरी है. एंड इफ़ यू आर वाचिंग माय वीडियोस फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम, आई वुड लाइक यू टू गो एंड गिव अ लाइक on this video and also give your comment, because your love and support is what brings me back and makes me share my views, share my opinions, so that you can get some idea about what needs to be done and you can also get some idea and what really needs to be going for you. All right, so when I take a look at the charts and when I take a look at all the kind of setups, I saw that today was quite a difficult day, और आज के end of the day there is a doji which has been formed. doji का मतलब है uncertainty, और हफ्ते के end पे एक अच्छी मूव के बाद एक doji का आना, it is a warning sign. All right, it is a warning sign. Nothing is lost, nothing is gained, but then it is definitely an indication that probably the bulls are getting tired. हाँ, डर के आगे जीत है, लेकिन you have to understand that you should not be too bravado at these high levels. So when you take a look at the kind of sector moves which are happening during the week, what I found is that the banking and the financial services are definitely leading from the front, but the other sectors which are really catching my attention are the metal and realty. These two sectors have really done well, and I would say probably the banking sector could take a breather while the metals and realty could come into play, and that's going to be an interesting play right now. And today we are seeing the FM giving some sops, थोड़ी छूट दे रहे हैं finance minister, so lot of stimulus is being provided. The whole economy is seeing some improvement. The macro numbers are behaving well. So well, it's definitely a very good scenario. yes, you should now probably shift into a one by one sell approach so that you can balance the volatility and balance your position. So let's go right in and find out ahead of Diwali what is the kind of setup we are seeing right now, and let's go right into the charts and take a look at what we need to do so that we can act on those levels. All right, so let me take you into the charts right now. Okay, now let's go and take a look at the charts and find out what we really have in store. We have seen that the markets are showing great promise, markets are showing great interest to go up, but then do they have enough strength to go up? And are we going to be looking at more continued advances to the way up, or whether it's an exhaustion sign? So if you take a look at the charts here, you can see that the charts are clearly indicating a doji setup here. You can see here that this is the daily chart, and on the daily chart we are right now seeing a doji. Doji represents uncertainty, and right now what I'm finding is that it is a sign of caution. If you recall, I had already spoken about some impending resistance in Bank Nifty, and we'll be coming to the Bank Nifty charts. But then what is happening is the effect of Bank Nifty on Nifty is beginning to show. And if you take a look at the intraday charts too, you can see here that there is some hesitation out here. And if this hesitation were to continue, then it could definitely indicate some drawdown to the downside. So now let's go and take a look at the higher time frames. You can see here, let me go to a little bit more higher time frame, and you can see that the momentum is now tapering. And if I use a simple trend line out here, you can see that this particular trend line is just beginning to hold out here, and 12,600 is a turning point for the Nifty. And if I just put down to the daily chart again using the pitchfork which we had seen that day, you can see here that right now it is just at that pitchfork. So right at that median line out here is a very important level. So 12,600, any move below 12,600 could be an important point to watch out for on the Nifty. Let's take some clue from NeoTrader, and let's try and find out what are the levels which we are getting. So when we consult our friend NeoTrader, we see that right now the levels are quite uh, far away. So Nifty is at 690, which is definitely, it's Nifty is trading below the pivot. After a lot of days, more than 5 to 6 trading sessions, Nifty is trading below the pivot, which itself is a clear warning sign. So what Nifty has to do, it has to hold about 12630. If it holds about 12630, then all is good. Otherwise, you can expect a decline towards 12,430. So you have a fair bit of drop here, around almost 200 points drop, and it could very well be possible. So what you got to watch out for is the first step is Nifty has to go about 12,750 and then hold on, and then and only then there are some chances of continued advances. If it were to break below 630 to 600, then yes, you could experience some sharp decline. So this is a Nifty spot which I'm highlighting, and the Nifty is definitely showing some signs of exhaustion. And you can see here NeoTrader on a higher time frame, we are already getting a short signal. So all the pointers are pointing towards some declining momentum, and with the last trading day of the week, we could definitely experience some profit booking here, which you can encash. Now let's go to Bank Nifty. This is the chart of Bank Nifty. You can see here that Bank Nifty was, I had highlighted that yes, it has reached an important resistance zone on the weekly time frame, and the fast-paced action, more than 5,000 points in just 2 weeks, is definitely something which we have never seen in Bank Nifty. And you can see here that the sharp rise will only attract some profit booking. Yes, today on the expiry day, we had a dull expiry, but then we could experience some bit of action towards the last trading day of the week. But then we are in the Diwali mode right now, so we got to see what can really happen. But then you can see here that the sharp rise is witnessing some profit booking at 29,000 zone, and that is something to watch out for. But if you take a look at the kind of movement which is happening, and the option chains are indicating that around 28,300 is an important area to watch out for in Bank Nifty, because that is the maximum pain point in the Bank Nifty, and that could be an interesting area. And if you see here, we have got a gap area out here which is roughly around 27,700. So this zone around 28,000 to 27,700 could be a nice support area for Bank Nifty. So any dip into that area should be used to buy into, because the overall sentiment in Bank Nifty is on the positive side. So yes, any pullback into this area would be something which I will be tracking. So pullback opportunities are awaited tomorrow, and definitely one should be looking for encashing those pullback. So once again, let's go down to our friend NeoTrader and see, are we seeing some confluences here? Are we getting some levels here? No, we aren't getting any levels, and Bank Nifty 2 is trading just below the pivot. So Nifty and Bank Nifty are both in tandem. They both are trading below the pivot. So it is definitely indicating that the nice move which we saw, the nice Cinderella move which we saw over the last few days, would probably come to an end just before Diwali. We could have a soft ending, we could have a timid ending before the Murat trading, which is on Saturday. But then we got to see that yes, a pullback is always welcome, a pullback is always healthy, because the trends are definitely bullish. So don't start slipping on to the short side. But then yes, it's always advisable to hedge your position with one short candidate, just as an insurance. So now let's go down to the Nifty ID chart. This is the Nifty ID chart. We have not discussed this chart for a while, and you can see that the overall daily charts are clearly not in any frame of mind to go anywhere. But then you can see that around this zone, around the 20,000 level, the prices seems to be holding on. So if I use the concept of fib retracements from the lows which was made in September, you can see that the prices have given a nice pullback towards the 38.2 retracement zone. You can see here that there is a nice consolidation out here, and then the prices are trying to hold off. IT and pharma did witness some pullback, did witness some supply, but then they are once again trying to regain their momentum. And you can see here, even on the RSI, it has come into the neutral zone, and you are experiencing a revival from here. So, well, IT is in a recovery mode. IT has given a nice pullback, and the IT stocks would something is something which I'll be tracking actively, and you could probably experience some action on the IT space tomorrow, and that is a sector which I'll be tracking. And that's all I want to say as part of this particular analysis. I hope you like what watching what I have shared, and I would like you to leave a like and comment on my video, and also give your comments on this particular video. So this is what I wanted to share with you as part of today's market wrap. And you're seeing that yes, the Nifty IT is reviving. The Nifty and Bank Nifty have come into some resistance zone. So yes, it is a mix of hesitation and a mix of revival. So yes, all good things must come to an end. And this time the Diwali came in a bit early, but it's all in good stead. So thank you for watching this video. This is Raja Venkatraman signing off. I'm the co-founder of NeoTrader and also your trading influencer. I've been in the markets for more than 15 years, happily married with a loving wife and an energetic son who keeps me on the run just like the markets. Stay safe, stay healthy. Happy Diwali to all of you. Wishing you and your family a great Diwali and a safe Diwali. See you then.